it's on everyone's lips, because what does that actually mean for a landlord, I guess, is the real thing.
I think a lot of the worry that landlords are having at the moment is obviously, how are agents going to survive, and are those costs and fees now going to be sent over to the landlord?
Yeah.
Which is, a very valid and sensible question to be asking, because to be fair, there will be a lot of agents out there that will be passing these charges straight over to the landlords. Where we're already starting to see some of the agents doing that now. I genuinely don't think that a lot of agents have prepared for this and haven't really worked out the actual figure at the, on the bottom line, how much is this going to cost them as a business and as a company, as an industry. We've now got the date through for the 1st of June. So obviously we'll be sending lots of videos out with lots of updates in regards to how that is going to be affecting them. But I think that's the first question that landlords are certainly asking us is, how will that affect me? Is it going to cost me more money? And obviously we've had things in place for a long period of time now already to make sure that we protect you as landlords, to make sure that those costs and charges aren't passed on over to you. But as I say, there will be a lot of fear with agents at the moment. Will they be even able to survive? Because a lot of these agents, it's going to be between 10 and 15% of their income that they're going to be losing.
I've heard figures up to 30% of their income. Certainly, I think a lot of people are looking at the industry and just going, too much change. I give up. I'm getting out. So we're seeing a lot of people trying to sell their business. In fact, I've had approaches from a number of things, but when I look into the business, I realise they haven't got a business, and these are the people who didn't have a property management business. They had a simple lettings business, a find-only lettings business, and really they're not going to be able to charge the tenant anymore. They've got to charge the landlord. Otherwise, there's no money there, and so they're really concerned, and they are the ones that are looking to shut up shop and trying to sell out. But the reality is their business is worth nothing. And if you're an entrepreneur out there, you sort of, Michael Gerber, work on your business, not in your business. And I think a lot of people haven't been doing that in the industry. Whereas we have, and some of the things we've been doing, I think one of the key things that we've been doing is really focusing on the renewals and driving that rent up as much as possible. We're really pushing to get you guys more and more rent. And for you that have had changeovers, you'll see that a lot of the rents are getting pushed up. And I think for me, and don't quote me exactly on it, but I think it was 4.6%. We've raised rents across the board in the last year, and it's probably not even a year yet, but it was 4.6%. So we're really pushing that. And what that means is, and I think this is what's going to happen, is the tenants aren't going to get charged. There's a whole range of problems there I think they've created that they shouldn't have, but anyway, that's fine. That's going to come across the landlords, but then rents are going to be pushed up accordingly, and we'll probably end up on par-ish, and I think really it's one of these things where, is there still going to be money in property? Absolutely there will be, and I think people who are talking about, should I sell up now, I think they're looking at the short term. At the end of the day, you need to do your own cash flow. You need to work that out. But the reality is, there's so much that's still to offer. We still have, when you look at Brexit, you take out Brexit and tenant fee bans and all the other bits of regulation changes and everything, the market cycle. What's left is we're not building enough homes to keep up with the population, which means prices are going to continue to go up. And they'll have their short term, that. But I think that's one of the real keys of that. But look, it's not pretty. It's not going to be pretty. I think it is going to get worse for a lot of people. Certainly for us, it affects us in a much smaller way because of the way we charge our fees, which is great. We've already accommodated that for a lot of that. So we'll certainly continue to be there. There's no plans to sell up, and there's no plans to, if anything, we're looking at our expansion and how we can take advantage of this. Crisis equals opportunity, and we've certainly taken that opportunity, and we are to continue to take that opportunity. And that's part of what Mike's here to do, is really get us involved in that.